ever asking you how you feel about it?
Is Mighty Tempting alright in this argument wrong? Alright, go ahead and tell them. Now, wait a minute!
Look, friend, we got ourselves a mighty difficult situation here, and I just don't see how it's going to settle it. We've got to have some help.
But we need help too, you know.
I understand, and if you help us in this, well, we'll hang around and help you in just about anything you ask afterwards.
Of course we will. It won't take long.
What do you think?
I sure would appreciate it.
Well, I suppose we've got to help him if it means that much. He can't refuse.
You can't turn them down.
Well, stop the argument. We'll listen. Wow! So this was all gone.
Huh? Mrs. Grimshaw?
Were you expecting each other to park? Having a little meeting. In secret. Just trying to settle a family problem. You know, I happened to pass the general store, and there was no one inside. In the middle of the day, during business hours. Empty. Not one of my faithful and trusted employees, who I see pay so well. Maybe there was just something that had to be settled. And naturally, it required all three of you.
Sure it did. Why don't you just take our word for it?
The word of an honest man who only holds his job because of Miss Featherton. It's only been gone 5 minutes. I'm sure it had to take precedence of everything else. But then, it's all settled now, isn't it? Well, we hadn't quite. Completely settled.
Look, I'm the one who brought them here.
And Deputy Marshall is up here too. The store's left wide open so that anyone with the slightest desire can come in and take anything they want. And there he stands. Family guidance counselor. You seem rather confused about your duties, Gus.
Keeping pace is...
Almost as important as preventing robberies and looking out for the town's best interests. Why, if my stock was stolen, think how long it would take to replace it. And what will people buy in the meantime, since there's no other general store in the area? What about them? Who are they? Well, we haven't quite gotten down to introductions yet, but they seem to have arrived from a very unusual place. Oh, so that's who you are. Yes, I've been expecting you.
You what?
But how could you have? I don't understand. Are they here to visit you? No, I thought it was about time for us to be getting visitors. We haven't had them in such a long time.
Well, go ahead and look then. It's free.
So anyway, I knew it was about time somebody passed through. Welcome to Josephville. We're pleased to have you in our community. We're sorry we left the store open. It won't happen again. That's just what I'm expecting. And you go with them, Gus, in case there might be robbers prowling the store.
Yeah, I suppose I better.
Robbers never bother me. They're too scared. They know what would happen to them. Why, I'd tear limb from limb and tree from tree. I'd rip them apart and spit out the pieces. I'd
Stick them up.
Oh!
Thank
you all you and for offering to help.
The only people around here with these curves are strangers.
And after I check out the store, I'll come back in.
There are many duties waiting to discuss, and I'm afraid none of them include chatting with our visitors.
But I made a promise.
Also promise yourself to a job, a set of responsibilities. Remember? What are you waiting for? You all have duties, don't you? Come on, everybody, let's get to work.
Someday somebody's going to stand up to you so the town belongs to people like it should.
It's quite a problem, you know, the townspeople. They have such a poor sense of business. Why, if it wasn't for me, the whole town would probably go broken in a month. Well, it isn't often we do visitors, but it has a distinctive flair. I do hope you'll be staying a while.
It's not likely.
No, I was afraid of that. This isn't like the most scenic spot on earth, is it? And now that you've made a thing around townspeople, the rest are different, I'm afraid.
I thought they were very pleasant. Just a little sad, that's all.
Maybe they had a right to be.
But then, this wasn't your original destination, was it? No, you're headed somewhere else. You seem to know a lot about it. Just guessing. Or rather accurately, it seems. Do we know her? She seems familiar somehow.
What she stands for that looks familiar.
But I'm not trying to get rid of you. No, certainly not. I'm just worried about what happens to you in a country that you're so unfamiliar with. For instance, how do you expect to get around?
Nothing special. We walk a lot.
Yes, we enjoy it. Because you see, this is dangerous territory. Especially to those who don't know it. Well, it looks pretty safe to me. That's where you're wrong. I'm not trying to frighten you. I just wouldn't want anything to happen to such a charming and unusual group. would we? The area still isn't completely civilized. After all, it's only 1880. Is that what the year is? Then it's just as I thought. We've been sent back through time.
What?
But surely you can get everywhere by walking. How'd you get here?
Well, we left where we were before, and then we came here.
That is the usual process.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
But what means of transportation did you use?
Slow.
And fast.
What?
Well, part of the time we went slow, and part of it went fast. Depending on your point of view.
How clever? I don't like it. She's just asking too many questions.
But what if it's just her own particular way of being friendly? We wouldn't want to be too rude to her. She doesn't seem so bad to me. Well, maybe just a little nosy. It's not a crime.
Well, I don't trust her. I think maybe we should go away for a little while, and then come back when things have settled down a little bit around here.
That's a good idea. Because I'll bet the only way we're ever going to get back is to learn more about this place somehow. I'm sure it's the key to what happened to us.
Then we better use ruby slippers.
All right, but make sure that she doesn't see us using them. I'm afraid she might be a little too interested.
If I don't say a word, I think you've gotten here through what could be called, shall we say, special powers. What makes you say that? What good would it do me? In fact, I think that you might find very interesting. Oh? Let's just come right out and lay our cards on the table. You tell me your secret, and I'll tell you mine. And in the end, you might be surprised what we have. Very surprised. But don't try and decide immediately. I don't want to rush you. I have some business that needs to be attended to in town, and something I'd like to bring back to show you. If it's what you choose. I'm back in a while. Goodbye.
Well, that was stunning.
She knows how to take a man in the situation. I'll give her that.
I wonder how she knows so much about us. But we're not going to tell her about the slippers, are we? It's going to take some thought. She seems to already know so much about us, and yet we don't really know anything about her.
I think we should stick to our original plan and go away for a while. Then we can come back and maybe figure out what's going on around here.
I wonder how she knows so much about us. I sure would like to ask her.
I wouldn't trust her if I were you.
Well, I'm not afraid. What was that?
Probably just her nerves shaking in the wind.
Watch, you portable junkyard. Okay, maybe we should leave. Just go somewhere it's less confusing. But there's only one thing. Ruby slippers worked in Oz, but we're not in Oz now. How do we know they're going to work here?
Because the wizard said they work anywhere, as long as you kept them on your feet and said magic words.
What was that rustling noise in the bushes?
It's not just her. I heard it too.
What is it?
Oh, she said it was dangerous around here. I don't think we ought to stay any longer.
Well, let's not take any chances. Leave now. Always come back later.
Well, I'm ready to leave now, by all means.
All right. Wishing the ruby slippers and start that magic round, Dorothy.
And we'll make the words as hard as we can.
Hey, and they'll help us too, won't you? That way the slippers will have that much more power behind it.
All right, now, concentrate as hard as you can, and we will too.
Start the magic round, Dorothy. Okay. Rhymes upon a chestnut tree, chimes upon another sea. Silver slippers, hear me say, take us down, far and away. Ruby is the twilight dawn, slippers make us all be gone.
It's gonna work. I think it's gonna work.
All right. Now, say the last part with us just like we do.
Slippers make us all be gone. Again, slippers make us all be gone. Wait, we forgot to get in the place we want to go.
No!
It's too late now. It's all in motion.
How long as we get out of here?
Fine, it's not deadwood.
Hey!
Slippers make us all be gone.